written by Vickrant Mahajan. Vickrant Mahajan is the author of the book Forevermore. Vickrant Mahajan is a passionate author, artist, actor, filmmaker, painter, and a multiple Guinness World Record holder. Vickrant Mahajan is a super passionate person, and today we'll be having a conversation about super positivity. Welcome to Mystic Interviews. Today I'm sitting with the dynamic personality, Mr. Vickrant Mahajan. Hi sir, how are you?
Hi Devika, how are you doing?
I'm good.
So great to see you.
Great to see you too. You know, it's my honor to sit with you today and interview you.
Thank you, blessed to hear that.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
blessed to have this experience.
Yes.
Mystic interviews, wow.
And it's a
love the name.
blissful experience,
Thank
interviewing you.
Thank
And we just had a conversation,
Yes.
and I just saw this wall of fame.
We'll say wall of super positivity.
Yes, wall of super positivity. So what is super positivity?
Super positivity, according to me, is the highest state a human being can accomplish or touch. So till now, we have largely been in the realm of just positivity. But one says that super positivity is the sum total of 150 positive qualities in the universe.
Wow.
So these positive qualities are, we say this person is loving, or this person is caring, generous, grateful, appreciative. So those are all positive qualities. Anybody who has those qualities is a positive person. A super positive person has to have all these qualities. So the sum total, as one said, of everything positive, of every positive thought, every positive action, speech, is super positive.
Super positive. And we were talking about your records. So something I got inspired, I got goosebumps, was
Thank
the record you had set up in the meditation,
Yeah.
which you said was for how many hours?
It was zero a record, but it was an experience in this house. So we're right now sitting in my parents' house in Jammu, and on the mezzanine there's my sister's room, where have continuously meditated for 40 hours.
40 hours.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Zero food or drink or anything, and during that, Devika, early in the morning, got inspired to walk on the path of super positivity. So early morning, these 4 words resonated in one's inner being, and those words were, yes, thank you universe. And the past 5 years have devoted to the energy activated by these 4 words.
4 words.
Yeah.
And talking about gratitude, they say attitude of gratitude. You should have that attitude. And you're a very humble, down to earth, and a very grateful person.
Very grateful. Yes.
So, any particular person or anything that inspired you?
There have been, I would say, measurable experiences, positive experiences, and influences in one's life, starting with one's mother. Right from when one was small, she would say that you're born for big things in life. So that was the first lesson in auto-suggestion. How do you auto-suggest yourself to manifest the grandest version of yourself? Then my dad, a very simple human being, very, very contented human being. So, and then definitely equally importantly, my sister, Nidhi, who is very pure-hearted and taught one to, the very smallest and the most wonderful thing that I learned from her was to pray before eating. So, these have been the most positive influences in one's life. Then one's teachers in convent. Sister Loyola, she used to go to the slums every week and would sometimes take us along. And that taught us the spirit of servitude. So these, and then read a book called The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale when one was 12. So all these have been very, very defining positive influences in one's life.
Okay. And talking about the value system, since a young age, your value system has been great because of convent school and parenting.
Sure.
So how important are the values? And are values taught or they are taught?
Beautifully said, actually. So values are sacrosanct. There is zero substitute for values. We are what we are because of our values, because of our qualities. So, and that is what schools nowadays should intend to drive their students towards. Zero just academic performance, but a value-driven consciousness. And one would say that in my life, values have played the role. Like, for example, taught you the value of praying before eating. the value of studying, the value of working hard towards accomplishing whatever you intend to accomplish. So all these have been immeasurably important in getting one where it is. And nowadays in schools, that is where one thinks that the trust should primarily be in driving these students.
Okay. And you're a very hard-working person, and you have worked very hard. Whether it's okay. Yes.
Well, thank you, Devika. But the thing is, I've zero worked hard at all.
Okay.
I have just worked concentratedly. So
that is more important.
Yeah. So sometimes we tend to place a lot of premium on struggling to get somewhere, which even I have done, struggled to be where I am. But in retrospect, as I look, and I would say that the most important element has been concentration, has been focus. So working focusedly towards something, concentratedly towards something is much more important than just working, as one says, hard. Hard in itself has a sort of a negative connotation to it, because the presumption is that it is something which is difficult. But my experience has taught me that everything is simple, everything is doable and gettable, so long as you apply yourself concertedly and concentratedly on anything, any ideal or any vision, any goal.
I think with you, I'm getting a very positive vibe. I think it's that vibe of super positivity.
Thank you.
So how did this journey start?
Yeah, so it's a very long story. I have always been positive in life. Like when one was very small, one had a list of goals. In fact, when one was 15, I had set a list of 35 goals which one wanted to achieve over one's lifetime. Very fortunately, over a 20-year span, one achieved all these goals. The 35th goal was the biggest, which was to make a film. And Devika in 2012 had produced and directed a Bollywood movie called Chalo Drive.
2012 Chalo Drive.
Chalo Drive, yeah. The movie came, it was released, and it was a massive disaster at the box office. Lost around 5 crores on that film. And one's marriage also ended in the aftermath of the film. So went through a very acute crisis. Tried to hold on to Mumbai and to filmmaking for a year, but I had to shift back because of financial constraints. And in 2013 September, moved back to Jammu from Mumbai, to my parents' house. And with my back to the wall, because for 15 years I was outside of Jammu and traveling all over the world, and living a life which was commensurate to one's dreams. But now, when one came back, it was like coming back full circle. And that's when, in order to see, what led me to this part, or what was the way out of this, started to meditate very intensely. And it was during one such meditation at, in this house, in my sister's room, 40 hours continuous meditation.
40 hours of meditation.
Meditation.
Without eating or drinking?
Absolutely.
Wow.
During that early morning, one's life path unfolded. So there was a voice that spoke to me, and very ethereal, it said, "Yes, thank you, universe," in the early morning. And that time, 10 knew what this was about, but started to just chant these 4 words. Yes, thank you, universe, very spontaneously. And along with the chanting came a name for it, which was Super Positivity Chant. And also was guided to start a movement called Super Positivity Movement to spread the energy of super positivity all over the world. So for a few weeks, just did this chant, just tried to activate the energy of super positivity. And then when one was ready, after 40 days, on 6th November 2013, formally started this organization, Super Positivity Movement, with a talk at my school presentation government. And since then it's been 5 years, spoken at over 700 schools and universities, prisons, social institutions, corporate institutions all over the world.
All over the world.
And loving it.
So you're a motivational speaker as well?
One would say I'm a motivational liver.
Wow.
So,
So motivational liver.
so live motivationally, and speaking, writing, and everything else is a corollary to that. But essentially, I just live motivationally.
And you were telling me about a record,
Yes.
about a speech which went for 40 hours.
48 hours.
48 hours.
And 31 minutes.
And 31 minutes. So that's a record.
That was at that time the longest speech in the world.
Longest speech in the world.
Yes.
Which year?
This was 2014.
2014.
19th September 2014, exactly a year after that 40-hour meditation had happened.
Amazing.
In order to commemorate that revelation which led me onto the path of super positivity, and to share with people the energy of super positivity. It's just so immeasurably inspiring and infinite. And so one Guinness World Record led to another.
And then so many of them.
And then a few of them happened, all of them in Jammu. All of them done at schools in Jammu city
Yes.
and Jammu region.
And what about this one? The largest underwater painting exhibition has 51 paintings.
Yes. So, Devika, very interestingly, even this was themed Yes Thank You Universe. So all these records have been about Yes Thank You Universe and super positivity. So painted 51 paintings in 4 days, acrylic on paper, and then displayed them inside the swimming pool of Amasimta. And there was a professional scuba diving team that had come in from Delhi to install the exhibition, to install the paintings. And it was a great experience. All of this has taught me one thing, that anything in life is a limitation only as long as we acknowledge it to be so.
Oh.
When we bring it to the light of super positivity, then everything is possible. Then if one could do all this in Jammu, imagine what one can do in New York or Mumbai or Delhi or Tokyo or any big city. But the point that one is trying to emphasize here is that anybody anywhere can do anything so long as they're super positive.
And believe in yourself, I think that's...
Believe in yourself and believe in the universe, believe in infinity, and everything is possible.
Even impossible says I'm possible.
There you go. So that's a motivational speaker.
As well. And you're talking about this book, I think this is 2018,
Yes,
right?
this has just been released forevermore.
Okay.
And this, in many ways, it sums up the philosophy of super positivity also. People say, like the first quote in the book is, positivity is forever,
Right.
and super positivity is forevermore. So people say, I'll love you forever, for
Right.
example. That's beautiful, but that's positivity. So a super positive person will say, I'll love you forevermore. That means I'll love you more today than I did yesterday. I'll love you more tomorrow than I will today. And I will love you more day after than I will love you tomorrow. So forevermore is about improving every moment of our life. And that's what super positivity is. So if you say that I am loving, or I am healthy, or I am grateful, that means that it's zero static. It is dynamic. It has to grow. So super positivity is about growing in your positivity. So static positivity is positivity. Growing positivity is super positivity.
Amazing. That's beautiful actually.
Thank you.
And we're talking about you went to Jodhamal school, and what was the record about? What was it?
The largest book signing. So this book, Yes Thank You Universe, this captures the philosophy of Yes Thank You Universe and super positivity. Had signed 6,904 books.
In how many hours?
In 8 hours.
8 hours.
At the school at Jammu, and there were 50 schools that had participated from all over Jammu region.
Okay.
They had brought their students, and they took these books and signed these books. So that was the largest book signing. And then after that, we did the largest greeting card.
Again in Jodhamal.
Yes. And so that was a 50-foot high greeting card, which, along with students and the management of the school, we erected, and then we signed and we displayed.
That's great.
So all of this has been done, Devika, here.
Here.
Like all these records that you see, each one of these records has been created in Jammu. Jammu Kashmir.
What about the cricket, the most cricket deliveries faced in 1 minute?
Right.
It's 20 achieved by Vickrant Mahajan in Jammu and Kashmir. So I was just reading these, and you have made a record in cricket
Yes.
and in basketball.
Yes.
So what are the different records you made?
So as you can see, this Guinness World Record here most cricket deliveries based in 1 minute. Andrew Flintoff, an English cricketer, international cricketer, had a Guinness World Record of facing the maximum deliveries in 90 minutes. So I was just thinking one day that cricket is what fascinates
Most of the people, yes.
millions of youth,
Millions.
hundreds of millions of youth all over our subcontinent. So thought that I'm zero cricketer, just played hobby cricket in school. So thought that would pick bowlers from 20 schools all over Jammu region, bring them together at nets in Model Academy, and they would bowl at me. And I would play those deliveries, and we would break this Guinness World Record. So rather than just talking about excelling in sport, how do you demonstrate by going beyond rhetoric to actual performance? And that was really fun because it taught them the power of setting goals, setting benchmarks. And similarly, we done a basketball that was done at the stadium, again with basketballers from multiple schools in Jammu region. So there was a young basketballer, Gaurav, and we did basketball passes in 1 minute. How many can you do? We did 66 passes in 1 minute, and there was another Guinness World Record. So all of this is doable. I mean, I say that if I can do anything, anybody can do it.
Yes.
It is never that, okay, this person has done it because he's at a certain exalted pedestal. Anybody can do it, but they just got to have a super positive approach.
So yes, thank you, universe. And so many records. Wall of Fame.
Yeah.
And what is that one innovative thing which you have done?
One would say that the underwater painting exhibition, because as a child I used to make miniatures. Loved painting and sketching. But thanks to this whole movement of creating Guinness World Records in a short span, created the largest underwater painting exhibition in the world. Themed, yes, thank you, universe. And rather than just telling you about that, why doesn't one show you that?
Wow, let's do that.
You want
Let's
to have a
do
look?
that. Yes.
All right.